What up? What up? Good morning, Age of Origins. And for everyone that just woke up, get your fucking coffee ready. All right, so Camel released Panda skin. And, I don't know. Okay, I spent quite a bit to get to level 2. I wanted to get to level 3. I truly did. And from what I put into it, only got to level 2. So I'm kind of like, ah! And then I hear, go ahead, say how much you put into it and what level you're at now, if you don't mind.
I'm wrong. I'm wrong. I spent 600 and I got to level 2. I was off by 1. Sorry about that.
Yeah, but still, so the difference at 600 for level 2, I've dropped a G, and I'm only at level 2, and I only got 90. How many frags you got till 220 to the next one?
I only have like 8. So
Oh,
you probably got more, and then you might have started moving to like blueprints.
I did. I will admit, I did get one. Was able to level up one of these. Well, which one? I think I leveled up this one right here. The reduced attack to all enemy troops. Okay, okay. Well, I'm
It seems
wondering.
about right. I think you got like another $200 worth over me, so maybe 800 is probably where it stops dropping the new skin frags and it starts dropping the blueprints.
It might be. It might be. Oh man, I'm wondering. Oops, hold on. What I'm wondering is there if I spent more? Okay, because I'm in third now, but I see Commander spent 17. So that's like 1,700. Polar Bear spent 1,500. At what point did they stop dropping? You
I
know,
thought it was like 700 previously. I mean, I'm sure, Camel can adjust it event by event, but I thought it was like 700, but 800 is right around that neighborhood. So that's
let
my guess.
let's see.
I think Mental and Lee got already spent over 2,000.
And what are they at? Are they at level 3 or are they still at level 2?
I didn't see. I just saw. I'm in their rankings for
Okay.
the event.
Yeah, but it's still good for blueprints. So even if people are spending, that doesn't mean they're getting the frags. They might just be going for the full dock.
Yeah. No, you're not wrong there. You know. Yeah, I think you're right on that because I started not getting any.
Right.
Well, I guess the question is, how many did I get total? Obviously, I don't know when it stopped, but so how many of those frags did I get total? Okay, so these are going. You know what? I'm gonna try. I want to see. I want to see if it drops another one. So we'll do another 100, and we'll just see if it drops anymore. If it don't drop anymore, I'm done.
So it was
Uh,
100 to open it, and then it was 50 for level 1, and then 80 for level 2. So you're at around
yes.
230,
So
whatever you have left over.
yes, I didn't get a single one. Not a single one. Okay. All right. So I'm done. I'm done.
Did you say you have 96 left over?
Um. Wait, what? No, I got 7.
Oh,
Yeah, 7 hammers. Seven.
no,
Seven.
no.
We.
I meant the fragments, the officer skin fragments. How
Oh.
many do you still have before the next level?
Oh. I got like over 100. I still have to go. Let's see. Here, and then him, and that. So I'm at 90. So that's 170.
230 plus 90, 370? No, sorry.
No, no. So
I'm just
100.
making up 320.
No. 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 No.
So you opened it with 100, and then it was 50 to take it to level 1, and 80 on top of that to take it to level 2. So
You know,
that's 230.
I forgot about that first one. I forgot about that
Right.
first one.
So you're at 230 plus the 90 that you're holding. So 320.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's
I mean,
crazy.
I'm totally just trying to put this together based on what you're showing, but it seems like the most you can get
Is
today is 320.
yeah, 320 and level 2, and that's it.
Wasn't that the same cap when frags for skin started to come out in this event?
It
For the
honestly,
other skin, it was
It was so far
around
away.
that as well.
It was so far long ago, dude. I don't even remember.
I remember you spent a lot in there, but there was a cap. I think the maximum amount of frags was something around 320 or something similar.
Well, damn. Well, damn. Well, damn. Well, that just means that Holbrook, you can spend a little more and get caught up to be at 90.
I was wondering if they're going to put more in tomorrow because they have the reward every day.
Yeah, I
when you
did
just
notice that, and that's kind of why I was holding off on that other 100 that I was going to put into it, just to make sure that that's not.
I don't need any more. I don't need any more dock blueprints, so I'm kind of trying to stay under the cap.
So you got how many do you have now? You said you had 10 now.
Yeah, something like that, some small number.
So and if I got 90, um, let's see. Guess we're trying to figure out. I got a shitload of gold. I had over 100 of those things, like 20,000 worth of gold.
I mean, the event is stupid because you're just clicking a button, but I think the rewards are decent.
Yeah, I will admit these rewards are decent. Especially the troop expansion. That was actually I seen that and I got quite a bit of those. I was like, ooh, that's pretty nice. No, but
Well, it's nice that it's not giving you equipment that you don't need also. And
facts. So let's get into exactly. I don't know if this is good or not, honestly, because it looks like it's just for the extermination. You know what I mean? So it's not passive. This is you used once and then you got to wait for the extermination to freaking recharge. Other than like the all troop block, I mean that's obviously good, up to 50% damage, reducing damage. But like this, it's just the freaking extermination. So when for say you SOS someone and you use extermination and all that shit, you know how they have the hospital gets filled. This is just, I guess, 1.5% on top of the extermination. So I don't know. Can you kill five? Can you kill 1 million on extermination? Has anyone killed 1 million on extermination yet? I know I've done like 450, 500,000, but that was about it. And if that's the case, what is 1.5% more of the wounded turned into dead?
I don't think it's very exciting for old nations that are already kind of cleaned up, but 700s and younger still have a lot of unprotected casuals that this will be helpful.
A lot of civil wars. I think
Yeah, or even just cleaning your nation up, like the illegal farms. They get down to one fleet and then they never leave. But if you can start exterminating them, then eventually they just get bored.
Oh, you see, this is stackable too. This is
Yeah.
stackable. Okay. But I mean, each level past what 3 is only 0.5%, if I recall right, or 1%. It's 1%. So let's see if it goes up to level 10. If I believe that's the max is 10. So it's like 10% of the troops that are in the hospital.
I I think it's only 1.5 at level 3 and 1.5 at level 7, and the rest is just going to be block, just like the drill masters.
Oh man, so that's kind of garbage.
It's another 3%. What's max now? 25.
Yeah.
So you'll have a max 28.
So AP 785 says that the most they saw was 550-ish killed on extermination. So what is most hospitals holding? I guess that's what's right now is what the question is. If most hospitals are holding 600,000, I think that's what it is, about 600,000 max, or maybe 700. I don't know. Either way, 1.5% of 600,000. That's like what? Maybe trying to do the math, like 60,000 troops or
90.
Yeah,
20, 20,
90.
90,000.
Yeah.
Top, so you'd be taking 90,000 plus the extermination. So imagine 550,000 plus 90,000.
plus another 90 for the next 1.5 when you get to
Yeah.
7.
So about 180. I guess that's not bad.
You can do some damage.
You can do some damage, yeah. You can definitely do some damage. Now imagine like a whale. Well, actually, I can't even say whale because I mean, you get these 34s and 35s that are trying to freaking SOS and exterminate a freaking 41, and they get pissed when they only kill literally 700 troops. It's like, what did you expect? You- like, I'm sure you all have noticed that. So, what would you guys mostly use this for? Let's be real.
Kill your casual players.
Kill your casual players. People that have too many troops in your nation. That was a good one.
Yeah. We also have a no farming rule going on right now, so anybody that's collecting is likely to catch and exterminate.
Oh, oh, yeah. Okay, okay, okay. I like that. I like that. I like that. There's now. Listen, there's going to be people asking, literally going to be like, "What do you mean no farming rule? No farming rule?" And we did that before, but we just ended it. We were just like, ah, fuck it. Uh, went back to farming. Let the farmers do what they do. But so you think that's gonna? I know why you're doing it, but you think that's gonna be able to follow through?
I mean, 785 seems committed. All 3 of the alliances have committed to it, so all the protected alliances are not being logged into, and we're killing everything that moves. I don't pretend that I know that it's going to generate some type of outcome, but whoever we end up merging with is going to get a really clean nation. So that's my goal.
That is definitely a good goal. That is definitely a good goal. And I guess I can better explain why for the people that are watching that don't have a clean nation or what a bad nation looks like. Okay, so when you merge, guys, and your nation's full of farmers, and you got a whole nation chat full, saying, "I'm gonna do what I want to do. I don't care what you want to do," so on and so on and so forth. Guess what? Your nation that you're about to move into might just kill y'all because you guys are dirty, or you bring your garbage to into a merger. That's what you kind of mean, right?
Yeah, I also think there's just a natural tension between active players and casual players that the old nations don't have, but the young nations have. Some people that want to play aggressively and they don't want people giving up points. But then you have other strong players that have friends that are casuals, and so those people are going to naturally dislike each other because their idea of how the nation should move forward
Right.
becomes complicated. And I don't know if it's midlife crisis or teenage years or whatever. It's something like that where the nation basically has to decide: are we going to support the casuals and let the spenders leave because they're tired of losing, or are we going to kill all the casuals? And I think all of the younger nations will have to go through this.
Yeah.
And I'm happy for us to get it done before our merge. So when we walk into a merge, we can say we're past that point in the game, and we're going to kill your casuals also.
Yeah, dude, I am so happy we're past that portion in the game too. Like it I think the biggest problem a lot of these newer nations have is that they're scared that people are going to leave their nation. They're scared that our nation is going to come inactive. And honestly, uh, before you merge, you kind of want an inactive nation. Like the fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth alliance. You want them out of there. You don't need them. It's too much. Top 3, maybe top 2 is all you really need before your merger. Other than that, like everything else should be food at that point. And then your second merger, good luck. No one's protecting you. You're on your own. I don't know if I like the way the panda looks. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I don't know if I like this.
Woody, it's terrible.
Like,
It's terrible.
How come all the skins for women are naked and all the men just get worse?
That's exactly what I was thinking when I first saw that. I'm like, what did they do to poor Panda?
yeah, they take the clothes off the females and they give more clothes to the men.
Not counting that they make it fat.
It's almost look like, honestly, I'll be real with you. This looks like it would be something in Fortnite. Like, what the fuck is that bazooka? No offense, Camel, but your fucking developer. What were they drinking? That's not a. That's a fucking
It was
Fortnite thing.
it was fucking high, that guy.
Must have been tripping or something.
They definitely made him the size of the Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah, they did. Oh man, what were they thinking? You know damn well this is gonna be watched, and they're gonna be like, guys, they're talking about it, and they're gonna be like, yeah, Kung Fu Panda. I wonder if that's where they got it from. I mean, these dance moves look awfully familiar. Awfully familiar. I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, so would you guys suggest this being actually good or not good?
I
Me
would obviously
personally,
go ahead, Bryce.
personally, I would not push for it. You know, or
Mhm.
unless you have your 6 stars, your officer equipment, everything's already else good, and you really love Void and you really want to kill more troops, then you can go for it. Other than that, don't even bother.
Yeah.
If I were a casual spender, I wouldn't buy this at all. If I were like, I don't know, medium, or I just wanted a skin or whatever, I would stick to the polar, um, the same the skin that you get from buying coins for polar.
Well, I don't think this is gonna be involved with Polar.
No, no, no. I'm saying if you
Oh,
were
it's
gonna pick a skin, like the whales are gonna buy them all.
Yeah.
Woody's gonna have them all. But I'm talking about somebody who's like, all right, I want one skin. Which one should I go for? I would buy the polar stuff so you can get the merit from playing polar upgraded, and just stick to that drill master skin, whatever it is.
Oh,
I'm
I'm
It's the
So
same.
right there, right,
I-
right there, Woody. That
yeah,
stuff, or just go to what you had right there. Whoever wants to spend, you go to that,
yeah.
and then done. And the next day, it will
Yeah.
refill again.
It's $20, $20. That's
Yep.
it. But it's gonna take a while to get there. Which in time, I mean, we've been seeing this once a month, once every 2 weeks, once a month maybe. So I mean, it does happen often. I go hard on it for this right here, for these. Those are amazing rewards. Not for they're not amazing for what you put into it, but those skins are really good. Like this one, I think it's 10,000 extra troops for that, and then that's 12%, and that's an additional 6% HP. Like those are amazing. I like those.
Just good luck trying to get first and third, though.
Oh man, I'm in third. I am in third.
For now.
It'll be
I
it'll be
know.
easier to get first and third eventually, because everybody's going to have a max dock, and so they're not going to want to spend. Like I'm not going to get first or third again because I'm not going to get those blueprints.
Yeah, that's true. Look at Commander. Holy cow, he's definitely going for the dock.
He's got that big dock energy.
Big dock energy. He's going for the dock. You can tell. And then Polar Bear, he stopped at 15. Oh, Beast is in my bracket. That means that he's gonna fucking fly up there as soon as he sees that he's not first anymore. He's gonna go whoop. Yikes! 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 So people that are in wars, Civil War, this is gonna be good to start cutting down those people that you want to really do damage to, and not have to deal with. But I don't know. I personally think that the skin is I don't like it. I don't like the way it looks, and I'm not really trying to talk shit. But like I said, this reminds me of Fortnite, and if I wanted to play Fortnite, I'd play Fortnite.
Yeah, they definitely didn't. Yeah, they kind of messed up on this one.
I think this is the first one they actually advertised it the day before too. I see that.
But then they didn't. Then they didn't drop it at reset. Everybody was fiending at reset, and there was nothing there.
Okay, so you guys got to realize when Camel says the tonight or the next day, it's always going to be at between 2 to 3 a.m. is when they drop. Remember that. 2 to 3 a.m.
You said it. You said it yesterday. I mean, I know you're right, but it's just funny watching everyone freak out at reset.
Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Guys, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Now, if it would have been this skill, that passive skill, that would have been nice. That would have been nice. A siege one, that would have been nice if that would have been the skill, but it's not. Because then it would have been worth the money to put into it, because that's gonna happen every single time you hit a city, not like once a day. Like that's the turn off for me, is that it is literally only once a day, a solo. Like, and you can waste it easily.
It's once every 2 days.
Is it?
And I'm
Oh
with you.
man,
Yeah.
once every 2 days. Oh man, I forgot about that. Yeah,
Well, and if you're in a peaceful world, it's actually like once a month because you'll just use it in void.
true, true. And if you're in an ancient world, you'll never use it. Some
Like, there's
people.
so many better things to spend your money on. Maybe this is the camel lesson for us.
Well, I mean, we have been saying there's definitely a lesson for a lot of us, but um, I am gonna say, even though it's not worth what we put into it, I will say the other rewards, such as like the advanced troops and all these other good stuff. Um, that I mean, I'm not gonna say it made it worth it, but they were nice to get, and then the docs, blueprints, those are nice to get too.
I think Bryce nailed it. If you really want this, just go up to $20 a day.
Yeah.
That gets you the daily reward too. That's the best way to spend on it.
I agree. Definitely 100%. Of course, like the bigger people, they're gonna go max all the time. So I wouldn't try to keep up to these guys, because I can't even keep up to these guys. Put it that way. And I like to spend money. I can't keep up to them. They're crazy.
Somebody messaged me. They were like, "Well, you're increasing the chance of the all block troops," and I told them nobody actually knows how much that skill is actually working and making a difference. And if you're a person that, like I said before, if your 6 stars ain't looking good and your equipment ain't looking good, why are you worried about an all troop block? You know what I mean? Like, come on.
Yeah, like 23.5%. So what is that? 23.5% of the entire army is going to be blocked,
Or
you know what I mean? 24.6 is of the entire enemy. Like, well, I guess they do have these here. So
or is it 308 troops get a 23% chance block?
fuck
Because
that.
why does it have plus 308 and then the percentage?
I don't know. I think these are for the points that goes towards the stats, but not the actual. I don't know. These are, I think, the most confusing things, because there is no reason that those numbers should be there. Like,
And we all know that the all troop block ain't the reason why people are winning or losing battles. You know what I mean?
hell no, hell no. But I will say the misfire one right there. So I was watching some reports and stuff, and I did notice that misfire, that that one's a big one, because with that misfire, the gun that circled, was crossed out. I've noticed the more that I've gotten this, I'm seeing less of it happen. But when I fight someone that's got a decent misfire resistance, I see it just the same as it was before. So it's like a counter. So everything in this game is all about countering, guys. Like, literally, if someone's upgraded something, and you don't upgrade it too, and that means that you're not countering it, they have a better chance of beating you. But if you have exactly what they have, it's going to bring it back to what the original was before you even had it. Like, it's countered. It's like a flush,
Woody, can you do me a favor?
Uh-oh. What did I do?
Can you collect your troops?
No.
They're bothering me, so you can get a new batch.
I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. And there's a reason why I can't do it. Because we're in the building stage. So
I see why. Okay,
so
never
we
mind.
all know what comes tonight. Yeah. And I have, what do I have? Oh no, it's over here. I have 128 days plus 65, so about 100, almost 200 days.
I have almost 1,200 days, Woody. How much points would that be?
Well, I mean, let's see.
Oh, I'm gonna do all T-13 cannons and tanks with that.
Well, let's see. I think, if I recall, and correct me if I'm wrong, guys, I believe 800,000 or 800 days was 350 mil. Yeah, right around there, 350 or 450. It's a lot. So when you guys see those people who are getting billions, I'll tell you what, they're using their gold. They got 20 million
That
gold.
sounds right, Woody. There was a guy in my alliance who used 600 days on T13 and got about 250 million points.
Yeah. I know it's somewhere around there. It's somewhere around there. It's a lot. Like, Bryce, if I were you, I would definitely save to always have 1,000 saved because you never know when you're up against a really tough nation, and you know they're gonna just recruit and then bubble, and that's
You
it.
can shut the door and then he can't go out. What do you want?
Yeah, if you shut the door, you
I'll
can't
in
get
the
out.
box.
All right, I gotta. don't want to. I don't want to hear the kid or their wife getting yelled at. Sorry. Sorry. All right, I'm gonna check out these stats. What are we looking at here? Okay, block effect. Have a chance to trigger block when troops are attacked. Reducing their damage taken by 50%. Increase the block stats. Boost chance. I mean, yeah. So it reduces damage.
Just nobody has done like actual testing on this, right? Like before and afters and stuff like that.
Well, I mean, those are so hard to tell. Like to tell what it's doing, where it's doing. You know what I mean? They're very hard to tell. One thing
I think it's just. I mean, I'm totally guessing. I wrote this in the chat too, but I think it's just adding 50% to whatever your damage reduction already is. So if you're at whatever you're at, 100% for LRA, it would be 150 for LRA. Hits that 25% of the time or whatever you're at.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
It does. It does.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess that's what we're gonna just have to go off of. Justin Tip says 26% chance of activating in battle. You guys are fucking. I don't know. Whatever. I just know it's a stat. It's a stat. I don't know if it does any better than not having it at all or whatever, but
And does it only happen like once? Is it happening multiple times? You know what I mean? Nobody really knows. Just interesting.
right.
Well, look at Simon. Look at Simon's. I want to say Simon's breakthrough. Isn't it basically the same thing?
What legs? I mean Simons? Let me look. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know where I got that from. Okay. The warrior force with the most units, 25%, have a tactical block with immunity, 50% damage taken. I mean, that kind of.
Hey, Woody, the
Yeah.
best place I saw that percentage, to kind of give you a relative, like a comparison, I guess.
Yeah.
Remember on the warplane, the high speed charge, the higher the percentage, you could see when you were battling, it would like pop 2, 3, 4 times or whatever. And then when you got to 100%, it hit every single time. That's kind of the way I look at it.
Are you talking about the laser?
It gave you one additional laser.
Yeah,
like
this
it was
one
a
right here.
percentage. And then as you raised it, you could literally watch the battles, and sometimes you get lucky and get 4 hits versus 3 or whatever.
Yeah.
And when you maxed it at 100, then obviously you got it every single time.
Okay. I mean that kind of makes sense. Yeah. Are you guys thinking that we might see it in the limited time offers? This the new Panda?
No,
Maybe.
No.
Or
no, they
is
don't
it-
do skins for that.
Yeah, skins have never been there.
They'll bring back the bear next week instead.
Absolutely. And then there'll be some suckers that.
No, it says it's gonna be in the bear and the other one,
Yeah,
the
that
other treasure one.
the one you dig.
Yeah. So
I
it'll
would
be in
tell
that
people I would think the caddy, if you haven't gotten at least level 7, I would open the first one at Panda and then focus on caddy to 7. Because you're going to get more benefit out of the damage.
Oh yeah, Caddy's
Oh.
breakthrough is definitely.
You know what? I could have done it too. I could have done
Caddy,
it.
that's what I would do first. I mean, I'd open the first one because the first level on Panda is 20. And then 8 after each level.
I could have done that. Man,
I'm just giving you the math. That's all.
right, and that would have put me at 7.
Yeah, that would have been more beneficial.
Yeah,
You'd have
but
got
then,
that extra 2%
but
damage.
but if I did that, I would literally, I wouldn't even have enough for level 1.
I
Panda.
understand. Once you open Panda level 1, then it's the second level is 50 frags, which,
Yeah,
which is what I did. And then now I'm focusing on level 7 on Caddy.
I think what I'm
And
gonna do.
Caddy's breakthrough is every fight. Woody Panda's
Yeah.
is only going to
Yeah,
benefit for
yeah,
Void.
yeah. You're right. I think I was just so. I think I just like got excited about new skins. We all do it. Come on, man. Like we all do
I
it.
did it.
I got
I know that.
excited and I was like, fuck that. I want Panda, and didn't even think about that. But I did have that option to do it. And I would have got it level 7. So I think that what I'm gonna. I think
Well,
once I
no
get
people.
I think once I get the Panda to level 1, level 3 to actually activate the breakthrough of it, I'll jump back to Caddy and get her to 7, and then jump back to Panda. But I do want to see the portion video of this, if they have it. Let's see, did they have it? I didn't see it. They don't have a video with it. Damn. I wanted to see it. Damn. Well, this dig one's gonna be here within what, 2 days? Yeah, about 2 days, I think. So there's gonna be a whole other aspect of stuff. Oops, right here. That's what I'm looking for. So this will the treasure hunt secrets. That'll be here in what, 2 days, I believe. As soon as Toy Adventure ends. Olympia says it's gone silent on Woody's live. What do you mean it's gone silent? You guys there? Hello? No sound. What the heck just happened? It ain't me. It ain't me. You guys hear me? Okay, so I don't know. Did someone activate? Let me reopen it. Exit. Here, you know what? Yeah, I don't know. No, guys, I don't know why it's frozen. Or not frozen, but there's no sound. I wonder if someone came in here and did that. Um, channel. No, I don't know. Here, let me try to jump out and back in here. Maybe that'll do it. Hold on. Be right back.
Fresh meat.
And we'll share my screen. Still nothing, guys? Yeah. Can you guys hear me at least? Good old Discord. Good old Discord. Maybe it's my microphone? No, my mic's. You guys hear me? Let me see. Yeah, maybe it's my mic. Maybe it's my mic. Oh, no. Wow. I don't know what to say. Hey, me. Now the sound is broken. Good old Discord. I'm actually good old Discord. Anyways, I guess we'll go through the YouTube chat for now. Looks like Raz is in there. Razzle, what's up? He says Easter is coming. I do remember on Easter Day, he wants to do a live, with me. So put new batteries on my microphone is hardwired, so I don't know what to say about that. Panda 8 Woody too. Yeah, see my YouTube, it's working. It's just Discord. Guys, you know what? Go into your settings into Discord and see if you have to literally do what I just did. If you can still see, go into here and mess around with this. Let's check. See. Test that. That works. Go to voice activate. Crisp. Echo cancellation. Yeah, that's see if that works. Yeah, it's just Discord. That's weird. Discord's messed up. Anyone key up? I wonder. All right. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I guess we're just gonna go off what people are typing, I guess. All right, so we'll talk to Camo about this. This is Camo's server. This isn't my server, so yeah, I don't know what to say. My server doesn't have this issue. Let me contact someone real quick. I don't know if someone might have pushed something or not, but if they did, this ain't cool. Not during the middle of a stream. You know what I mean? That's a little weird. Sold off streaming. Ah, boy. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. Yeah. Holbrook says Discord owes us 5 minutes of resource speed up. That's funny. All right, Michael McQueenie from 986 says first time joining the chat. What's up, Michael? Leaf L says what's up. So until we can get this figured out about what's going on with Camo's Discord, I'm just gonna have to read the chats, guys, and we're gonna have to go from there. Maybe Safe says maybe it's from the call, not from Woody's mic. What call? What call? What call? What call? It's not Woody's mic because we can't talk either. Yeah, this is weird. This is weird. This is weird. Let me see if I can unmute this person if we can hear him. No. Yeah, see, everyone can hear me on YouTube. They just can't hear inside of Discord. So Discord's muted altogether. Yeah. Technical difficulties. Please stand by. That's a good one. I have to say that one. I'm gonna save it. There he goes. Save it. All right. Well, anyways, for the YouTube chat or anyone else that's here, I want to know what you guys' thoughts about this in the YouTube chat, because people can't talk inside of Discord right now. So we're definitely going to be waiting on you all, and see how many of you guys have got yours to level 1, level 2, and if anyone's got it to level 3. I would love to know. I would love to know. Camel knows. Yes, Camel's very well aware that I am live. I can't imagine Camel would mute the whole server. If that's the case, oh, that would be messed up if the whole server got muted because people say they don't like the skin. That would be messed up. So messed up. Just like she asked, she didn't see what left. Heard it in the dungeon. How do I know what these aware or a whore? Oh. Let me well, I don't know what to say, guys. This is kind of weird. This has never happened. Let me see if I close the entire Discord. See if that works. Entire Discord. And reopen it. Ta-da! I'm still here. Yeah, I don't see any way. Everyone streaming. Mute channel. Manage permissions. No. No. Voice channel. Connected. Speak, yeah. No to the soundboards. Private speaker. Push to talk. Yeah, guys, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Maybe Discord's having a brain fart or something. All invited if. Yeah, this sucks. This sucks. That's how I feel about this. Anyways. Alright. Q says, did you pay for the Camel Discord monthly card? Oh, maybe that's what we forgot to do. We forgot to pay for the Camel card. Oh man, the soundboard works. I mean that's good, right? The soundboard works in here. This is kind of how I feel about it. Yeah. But I'm gonna go back into the Panda. I don't think I don't like the design here. I
Okay.
do. Oh wait,
Here
wait.
you
There you are.
There it goes.
What happened? You still there?
Regular programming has been restored.
What the hell
Yeah,
happened?
If you didn't change anything,
Dude, it was Disc. I don't know if it was Discord or what.
I think what happened was Panda shot that rocket and broke the mic.
Something like my YouTube could hear everyone, but I couldn't hear. Could you guys hear me?
no.
Damn.
Not through Discord on YouTube though.
I can hear Holbrook.
Are you so used to talk alone and by yourself that you didn't notice that anyone was talking to you, or what?
No, I couldn't hear any of you guys. So I'm like going off the YouTube chat right now. They go, "Did you pay the Camel Discord monthly card?" And Josh,
I think someone posted there that you need to apologize to whoever designed Panda because you took a shit about Panda.
Well, I mean, I
design.
didn't really talk to. I guess I did. I guess I did. I mean, but you know what? I paid for it. Damn it! I still paid for
Exactly
him.
my point. Honesty, right?
Yeah, I still paid for him. I mean, like, who the fuck spray paints their fucking clothes?
Hey.
Hey.
Hey, good morning, Jeremy.
Or, oh, I
How's it going?
unmuted everyone too.
Fucking bullshit, dude.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Everybody go bang the bear a couple times so they don't turn the sound back off.
Yeah. Go bang the bear, guys. Bang the bear. Beat the meat. Beat the meat. Oh, how many? You know what? How much am I? How far away am I to another blueprint? I guess that's a. So that's literally 39. And what did I get? 39, right? Yeah. No. That's 69. 59. 59. What did I get from the last beating the meat session? Yeah, I'm never gonna drop that. You know that, right? 20. So they're only giving 20 at a time. So there's 20, 40. Yeah, I don't want to drop under 100. I don't think that.
I spent over 500, Woody, and I got a whopping 20
20
blueprints for the harbor. That's it.
That's
I couldn't
it?
believe
Don't do it.
that's
Don't.
freaking it, bro. I was pissed.
Oh, we're in
Don't.
trouble now. I see Evergen. She's typing in here. We're in trouble. I don't know what the fuck happened.
Tip: you have to go above 700 or 800 to start getting the dock blueprints.
Yeah.
What's the percentage if I do? I don't have a problem doing it, but it's kind of disencouraging when you drop 500 and you get a whopping 20.
Yeah, but when you're somebody like me and your dock is maxed, you don't even want those 20. That's the only reason I know you're exactly right. I also got 20. But Woody kept going and he got more.
Yeah.
How many more?
About 150-ish total blueprints. But I'm 1,500
what did
in.
you drop?
Well, actually,
How much?
I'm 1,400 in right now.
And you got a whopping 150? Yeah, okay, never mind.
But that was after all the frags. So I think it was after I want to say about 700 is when 800 is when the frags stopped going and then it switched over to the blueprints.
Just a tip. Just go ask Mentor Lead God because they're up there already.
Yeah, I know. I saw him. He's higher. He's like, what, Liga or not? Liga didn't go as hard as Mental. Mental went crazy hard.
Yeah.
Mental's equivalent to that guy. I think Mental did 23,000. Got 23,000 points or something like that. Surprised he didn't get more, to be honest. Probably Max didn't.
Where are those people? They can actually tell us. Is there anyone?
Mental was on earlier.
Yeah, Mental's up there too. Like you said, he spent the.
Yeah, he spun it what, $2,300 worth, 2,400.
Jeez. He's like, I'm stopping. I'm done. I'm done. Can you blame him?
I don't mind spending it if there's an actual benefit. You know what I mean? When you get disencouraged when you don't see it.
Well, majority of the people now they're spending. After they get the blueprints and whatnot, they're spending because they want to keep the top 3. Because this little bunny thing, the extra 10,000 troops, is actually nice.
Pass. Have president. Ask for Marshall.
So imagine stacking everything. President.
Understand. The whale who's doing that, an extra 10,000 points ain't going to make or break it. One minor little fleet setup change, and that's a wrap for that.
Well, I don't know. At 10,000, it beats the little 1,000 that you spent
Well, yeah, I can't argue that, but it's not permanent. Keep that in mind.
It's not permanent. That is. But
If it were permanent, we'd all be spending like a bunch of idiots
oh,
on it.
dude, if we were able to like, let me ask you a question. If once a year you can spend a G, and whoa, someone just donated 909. Thank you, whoever did that. Thank you. So it does look like the website's working again.
That's funny. What were you saying?
If you were able to like once a year cost $1,000 for a golden ticket to move anywhere within a 4 globe radius, would you do it?
Not only would I do it, but I would me and a handful of other players would probably come up with about 50 to 75 of those golden tickets if we could recruit them and pay for it.
So I think one of the biggest things that people Camel might be worried about is what if an entire alliance decides to join? We'll just throw an example. 619, their top alliance decides to join 219 in Sin.
I don't think anybody would go down. I think everybody would go either somewhere in mine or your range, all the way up to 9.
Well, I mean, they would have to be a cap. I mean, or else you'll get like freaking people in like 219 or 52 going into the fucking 1100s, 1200s, 1300s. There has to be a cap. Hey, Commander's in here. Commander's in here. He might be able to tell us because he could tell us if they stop giving blueprints and all that shit at what point because he's at the top. He's at
ask him. What does he say?
We'll see if he mics up. He's in first place right now.
Can we also use that golden coin to buy somebody else, move them out of the nation? Asking for a friend.
No.
Commander, I see.
That's a good one.
I see you're at 22,000. I gotta ask, at what point did the frags stop, and what level are you at right now?
I don't know what level I'm at, but definitely the blueprint started more once the frag stopped.
How many would you say you've gotten at the level you're at?
Blueprints wise.
The harbor blueprints.
Oh, he deafened himself.
Damn it.
There he goes.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know at what point the frag stopped, but I'm at like 400 blueprints right now.
Good Lord.
Yeah, it worked.
So they just start.
I was able to level up my dock. I was able to level up my dock twice.
That's actually pretty decent.
I guess put that into perspective. The cannon event, you can get enough frags to almost do what, 1.5 levels for 350.
Yeah, I think it was more than 350. But
dude, you're just pouring salt into the wound right now.
Am I? Sorry.
You are, dude.
Be cost effective for everybody. What makes sense and what doesn't. I'm just throwing that out there.
Jeez, dude. That was like that's some pretty ow. Ow. Dick.
Sorry. The truth hurts. I'm sorry. Sorry.
But I mean, I do like that you get all these extra stuff too, though.
Yeah, of course.
That those, if you think about it,
$10 for an 8-hour speed.
Yeah, I mean, shut up. You're not wrong.
I'll tell you, I looked at the Panda thing and didn't think it was worth it, but I went for it specifically for my dock.
So you spent $2,300, $2,400 to get 2 docks?
Man, you know,
you just want to tell him to shut up.
If I counted what I spent, I'd kill myself. No way I'm going to count
it. Don't count that.
No, don't do that math.
Just wait till I feel bad for whoever's in fucking Ronaldo's bracket, because he's gonna literally go 120 probably, if not more.
I'm gonna wait till tomorrow and try it again and see if I can get more blueprints. I just didn't. I think I'm done for the day.
Are you still getting frags though at that level you're at?
No, not for the Panda. No,
actual Panda. So you okay? So that's good to know.
I don't
If you-
believe I am. I mean, I'm not really checking, but I'm
Well,
mostly looking to see him blueprints.
I dropped 100 after my stuff stopped just to see, and it's no longer there. Like
Tip, I think you have farther to go. If Tip only went to 500, I think he's got at least 200 more to go before he gets to Doc.
Yeah,
Which I don't have a problem doing, but I'm trying to figure out what's the cost of benefit. In other words, do I got to drop $2,500 to get a whopping 100 and 250, 280, 300 more? I guess is the question.
It depends. I think it depends totally on whether you care about the other rewards. So
No,
if
give a shit about the other rewards.
Then it's not going to be worth it to you.
Fair enough.
Guys, for like the Whalish players that are in here, like this might not be the best skin out there. It's probably one of the worst. Just being real, most expensive but worst one out there. All these skins, they do matter for the whales. Like any kind of advantages they can have. Even though I still can't believe they use extermination for. They should have used like a passive, not a freaking.
I told you, Woody. I told you they would.
It's always the breakthrough. On every single one of them, it's the breakthrough.
Every single time.
Well, then I want to know.
They'd have been better off to do the Doc or the Medici guy or whatever. We'd have got more benefit out of it.
That would be nice right there.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, that'd be nice.
But we don't all have just the tip officers, so like I still don't mind the officer upgrades and the speeds and whatever.
Yeah.
I think for that much money though, you could have spent it on the officer equipment and made tremendous growth.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. You're not
I
wrong.
mean, we're not talking about a little difference. We're talking about thousands of % difference.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, nobody's arguing that. Nobody thinks this is a better spend than the officer equipment. That's for sure.
It's not. I think it's more like, hey, we got it. We got it. Why we got it, we don't know, but we got it.
Also, I don't remember what the rewards are on the Canon event, but like if it's Titan upgrades, you're not going to care about that. So yeah, you might get better blueprints, but you're going to get.
You do. It's a better bang for your buck for blueprints, is what I've been paying attention because
it's
mine is
Simon.
not even close to that.
On the Canon event, it's Simon. That's his the rewards is Simon. That's how I got to level 5 because I went max like 4 times. Absolutely hate the Canon event, but the Simon one.
Yeah, I forgot you do get the Simon. I'm about to level 7 him or get level. I think level 7 maybe. I don't know. I can't remember.
Well, I don't know. I went max on every single one of Simon, and I'm only at level 5.
Let me look. You might be higher than me, but I did max it too, like you did.
Yeah, that's.
I am.
All right, here comes some more salt.
No, I'm level 7, Woody. I'm level 7.
There's assault. I told you, there's assault.
Yeah, I'm level 7 on mine.
You're literally just putting the tip in me right now, Dick.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to.
No, that's all right. It's all right. I get it.
But I always do the Canada. Ever since you guys started doing the bear event to get all those blueprints, I started weighing the cost, to the benefit, and I don't mind spending the money. That's not the issue. The issue is I don't want to get a bad deal per se. And when you start looking at the other events like the Canon and stuff, you get more bang for your buck. I guess is how I'm looking at it. You get the Simon frags, you get way more blueprints per dollar per se.
But what if you do them both then?
Well, then you just got a lot of money that you don't know what to do with, and you don't care about a bad deal. It's kind of like buying the $99 packs. You know what I mean?
No, I don't get those.
That was how I would compare it, and I actually think it's worse of a deal than the $99 pack.
I don't get those. I think I stopped here at 20.
I mean, imagine if you'd have spent $700 on the $99 packs on officer equipment. Would that have been better or worse than what you just did?
Well, I mean, this is new, so I mean, of
I'm
course,
just throwing it out there.
That's the whole thing. It was a new thing, so we're all like, "Oh, we got to get it." What is this?
I'd get the first couple of levels, three, at least level 3, because again, the cost of benefit is relatively fair. Because after the first level was what? How many frags was it? 100. Then the second level, which is actually the first level.
After you got it, it was 50, then 75,
correct,
100, so on and so forth.
Correct.
And now it's your first kid and your kid's left arm.
Yeah,
and then
literally.
level 7 is going to literally be your first kid's virginity. God.
You could take it to some particular place and get it done for a hell of a lot cheaper.
Facts. Facts. You're not lying. Oh man. So, what do you guys think? Not worth it? Worth it?
If the breakthrough itself were a better breakthrough, I would say worth it. But the fact that it's just an extra exterminate, I would say the only advantage is the block, and that is it.
Jeez.
So for the average player, I would say not worth it.
Yeah, not worth
$20 each time it resets.
20
That's
bucks.
good enough.
$20.
Yeah, I would agree with you on that. That's what I would do.
Yeah, that's
probably what I'll do now.
That's probably what I'll carry on doing. Well, I mean, I want to get that level 3. At least I think I'll push level 3 and then do it that way. You know what I mean? Just because it's level 3, because I'm already at level 2.
Yeah, well, you get 10 frags for every day for the doing the full
I thought it was
like
I thought it was 20. Are you sure?
No.
Was it 10?
It was 10. I was disappointed.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So I'll get another 40. We got 4 days left, right? Is that correct or no?
Yeah.
So I got to come up with whatever the difference.
One thing about these frags is you don't have to use them for Panda. You can use them for Caddy too.
Yeah.
Which what we were talking about.
I got Panda to 1, and then I moved Caddy up. I don't know, 1 as well.
Smart. Caddy is a better deal.
Caddy is a better deal. You're not wrong.
Definitely.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Which one do you think that was a better deal in Polar? Oh, they don't give them. I thought, yeah, they do. The Maria, Maria or Aeon?
Maria or
get to level 7 is what I would say. Both are great.
They are good. Not gonna lie.
If you get one to level 7, then do the other one. I mean, that's just what I would do.
I don't even know where I'm at, honestly, in that.
I don't think mine's level 7.
I think Aeon was one of the first that came out.
Aeon
Yeah,
was
it was expensive when she first came out.
Aeon was the second one.
What was the first skin? Yeah.
Tifa was first. I remember that because that was Desperate Hunt, and that was $1,000 every level. That one sucked. But I mean, I got Aeon at level 8. But I don't know, like the tip-off thing ain't that bad. You know, like I've seen a difference between someone that don't have it and someone that does. That, you know, like me, that does have it. And I mean, it's a difference. It really is. So I mean, now imagine all the skins for all the officers that you have. You know, you got them to level 7, versus someone a whale that doesn't have any of the skins. At that point, I get it. It's not worth the money. But the damage and the power that you have just from the skins itself versus someone that doesn't have them, that's a big difference. It's just not worth the money. Holbrook over here freaking throwing salt in my wound again. Level 9 freaking Aeon.
But I was posting it because you can see at the bottom it says max level. Some people were asking what the max level is.
Yeah, I was looking at the ass. She is
Wait, so
definitely.
all skins max out at level 9?
I can't say that for sure, but my Tifa is 9 and it also says max.
Okay, awesome. That's actually something good to know.
So
Thank you.
I thought it was 10, but yeah, if it says max, then level 9 it is. I don't think I have my Tifa there. I think I have mine at 8. And
I'm posting it now.
And I stopped fucking with her. Yeah, 8. I stopped messing with her. 700 frags. It's just, ugh. Okay, yeah, max level. Level 9. Jeez. Big money, big money. So you mean to tell me from that one level, hold on, I'm at 1.5 and you're at 1.7. It's that big of a jump?
That's probably officer equipment.
Okay. All right. That would make sense because I don't have her equipment maxed out. Yeah, I got level 18. Okay, that makes sense then. I was gonna say, I was like, that's ridiculous. That's a big jump. But, well, I mean,
Mine's actually not max either, for the record. So I'm sure Lead Gods is even higher.
Oh, you know what his is. You already know that. Like my ranking, I'm only at 19.2. 19.2. I can't even get to that 20,000 or 20 million mark. It's hard. It's hard. It's real hard. Of course, there's a couple people in here that are way past that already. But God, you know what? If I didn't get that Panda and I would just got the officer equipment, oh, I probably would have hit it. I just thought about it. I probably would have hit the 20. Damn.
Yeah, but you probably already bought all the officer equipment packs that you really want to buy, so you're going to start pushing into inefficient packs there too. It's not always a simple trade-off. It's not like there's unlimited $4.99 packs.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna go ham and buy like the $100 ones. I mean, some people will. I won't. Um, like got a couple of these. I guess I can get this. No, I don't need that.
I would never buy $100 pack while I was sober.
While I was sober, he says. I did get all the weekly ones though. Yeah, I think I got all.
Yeah, I agree. I only bought the $100 ones just to push them all to level 15 to unlock the last XP. After that, I don't buy $100 packs.
Yeah, I think that's what I did as well.
I actually try to stay under the $50 ones. Anything under $50 in my eyes is not bad. Once you're going over 50, yeah,
so
never mind.
You're kind of like how I am. Like I don't go past the 59 one, the $60 one. Yeah,
but that first week, I was like, I want everything level 15, unlock all expertise, and I got like what, over 1 million officer BP just doing that.
Yeah.
And people think like, oh, that's not necessarily smart, but if you think about it, then I was leveling up the first expertise all evenly, and then I kind of picked and choose the second expertise for certain skills that I really liked, and then I started leveling up all the other expertise evenly. It's just better bang for buck, and you're getting all the skills, right? So can't go wrong with that.
Main lady says there's good clarification there. While sober.
Hey Woody, one thing you might want to take into consideration as we're doing what happened 77 days after the first after the war officers on the officer equipment.
They released the next ones.
So with that math, put some thought into that on this next set.
Yeah, I mean these
for what, for strategy officers, I think maybe
strategy, and I think they'll do all four.
Strategy. Well, yeah,
I mean the directors.
I think they will too. I think that
I would anticipate it in 21 days or something like that. 25 days into this, something like that. So we're probably 50 days out. I guess 55 days out
for the strategy officer equipment
and the directors.
It would be really nice. It would be really nice. We all want fleet size, but I really hope they have more healing speed offering. We all want to save money on heals.
Oh my God! Yeah,
they'll do both.
Heals.
They'll do both.
Do you think they will though?
Yeah, I mean, we care more about fleet. I know heals is a big deal, but
heals would have to be underneath Brave Star then.
Just like she said, size matters.
Girth. It's girth, damn it. It's girth.
Hey, whatever direction you want to go, size matters.
Oh, good point there.
The bigger the fleet, the bigger the heals. So like I said, healing speed, it has to go with fleet size.
The bigger the fleet, the deeper I go.
You know, the whole thing about the Discord when it went silent, we got, the big silent. Josh goes, maybe it was the tariffs.
It was the tariffs.
The tariffs.
Hey, now, y'all going to cause the stock market to crash. You keep talking like that.
I'm past my hour. I'm good. Elmer goes, attack increased length. Damage increased girth. Oh, good shit. Good shit. I like that. Michael McQueen says they do the migration in other games. I don't know what that means.
Maybe he's talking about the game similar to this one.
So if officer equipment comes off for the directors, we're just all going to be gathering RSS more, or we're hoping something with uranium?
Well, I'm hoping for that. But I mean, uranium is a big money maker.
Exactly.
For business. So The only way any kind of game gives you what you want for super cheap or something like that is like, or
when it's dying.
yeah, when it's dying or when they're really trying to strike a big payday kind of deal, because they know something like that people will. If they okay, so if Camel put a an officer skin to where you can literally freaking get more uranium faster, people's going to drop big money on that. Even 41s will drop big money on that because uranium's
Hey, Woody,
always.
the reason why we think it's going to be fleet size is when C-44 pops.
Ooh.
Remember, that's going to give everybody who's a C-44 the garage to where they'll be able to increase fleet. And the only way to counter that for all the people below that level is to have a fleet increase. And the only way to do that would be the directors, obviously.
Yeah.
Or the strategy.
I don't know if I think they would do director before strategy, honestly. If you think about it.
They'll
Like,
increase the fleet size. I bet they do.
they what? They increase what?
I bet they do increase the fleet size. How much? I don't know, but I bet they do.
It's either going to be fleet size or it's going to be heal speed. Or building. Well, the building would be director. But for strategy, it can only be literally fucking heal speed or fleet. That's it.
Maybe one of each. Maybe one of each.
No, there's not enough room for that.
I mean, Camel heard us when we were talking about the head of state rewards. They changed that gathering boost to attack boost at least.
They did.
Oh, okay. So back to the YouTube chat, the Michael when he said they do migration to other games. He said you were talking about paying to move nations. I think that was the last thing that we talked about before the big mute. So just a tip said that you would pay. What's that, Connor? I don't think he realized he was talking. So, Tip, you said that you would pay to kick out, or not? It's funny I say kick out, but to
Hallbrook's the kicker. I'm the receiver.
Okay, that doesn't mean guys. That does not make you gay if you're
if you're receiver.
If you're receiving. I don't know, like
it's only gay if you're thinking something gay. Just so you know.
If you think I guess I have to hold on. I gotta play something to cover.
Oh, come on.
To cover my my ass. There. There you go. I had to do that. Cover my ass like happy.
But yeah, I would. And I bet a lot of nations would, Woody. I bet a ton of nations would chip in to help people come. But then again, you probably wouldn't have to pay for somebody who really truly wanted to come. That was somebody that was wanted per se.
Well, here's another question. Like, let's say those people do said, "Yeah, we'll come with you, we'll follow you." Are you sure they're gonna come with you and follow you, or do they just tell you that, and then when the day comes, they decide to go elsewhere?
I mean, obviously, you wouldn't know until the moment happens. But I mean, you know who's going to come and who's not going to come. I mean, we've been friends with people for a long time in this game. You know who will and who wouldn't come.
Right, but it would just, in my eyes, I think it would just make it too OP, way too OP to have like, we'll just say fucking like 141s in one nation. I mean, there's nothing.
Well, let me throw this at you. What if they said? I know you gave a range of globes. What if they only gave you 500s, or what if they only gave you 700s or 200s only to go? In other words, that one globe and that's it. Then that would balance it.
That would, but how would that balance Globe 1 when they only got?
Well, first of all, nobody wants to go to Globe 1.
So no. I mean, but what I mean by that is if they're stuck in Globe 1,
But that would balance Globe 1 because it would give them a chance to leave to go to Globe 7 or whatever. Whoever wanted to go.
They want.
And then if you have 5,000 players that went to Globe 1, it would balance it, or not Globe 1, but Globe 7.
Yeah, but they want fresh meat. Like they want to go against a 3, 4, 5, 600.
You say that, but I mean, You really like attacking a 34? I mean, nonstop? I mean, or would you rather go up a nation that has 25 or 30 or 40 C-41s and you also had the same amount? That would make it fun.
You're not wrong.
Maybe.
Because those are people that play. Those are the people that are active in these events.
Isn't
Not sitting here staring for bubble pops. You know what I mean?
isn't that what this head of state really is for? It's like, you know how some of you guys was complaining that, you know, these bubble nations, that's what the head of state's for. It's to find out who really is competitive, and you're working your way up these brackets, and you
it was until they did away with the ancient battlefield. That's where they screwed up. It was exactly what it was for until they did away with the ancient battlefield. Because now we're back to staring at bubble pops for 24 hours, and pray to God you get a nation, or pray to God you don't get a nation that is, you know, fantastic at bubbling.
That's what I mean. Just if they lose, then they go down brackets, and then the next head of state round, you'll fight better, more competitive nations.
It's literally just coming down to who can recruit more now. You know, Camel came up with a solution to the problem of people are just recruiting and staying bubble and winning the shit, and they came up with a solution for it, and these people just started crying. Oh no, because of the heals in Chaos Land, or dude, you can't heal your troops.
They should have adjusted the heals. They should have healed
Yeah.
your troops, and they should have adjusted the points to where it's not as many. Maybe a third of the points would have been perfect and giving you back your troops. And I think we've got a recipe for a fantastic, deal for sure.
I agree. I mean, and then I did know that someone did say that, well, Ronaldo's in our thing, so we can't do anything about that because he's got freaking 50 million troops. What are you gonna do against that? I mean, what are you gonna do against them in Void? What are you gonna do against them in freaking GC? What's the difference?
You're gonna bubble
in Chaos Land. What are you gonna do? You know, like, or in Blood.
You have 7 other nations to play.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I want new events because the old events that we've been playing for years are fucking old and stale. You know, I want new events to replace these older ones. Like GC, yeah, I love it. It's fun, but I'm getting bored of it. Like, I want something else.
Have automatic bubble pops in Void and Frenzy. That'd be a good idea.
Yeah,
Every 8 hours, 8-hour shield. Not a bubble pop, maybe just no more than an 8-hour shield allowed. That would make it fun.
You'd make it fun until it's you that's getting you got freaking 100 people.
Well, yeah, but you say
breaking
that,
through your bubble.
Are going to pop on. 8 hours is more than enough for anybody to pop a bubble. That's what I'm getting at. And you can re-pop an 8-hour at any time.
Yeah.
So you just can't never pop more than an 8-hour. That's all I'm saying. To me, that would make it more fun because you'd have more cities available. Those who are active and diehard will obviously always pop a bubble, period.
I
you just
agree.
don't pop a 3-day bubble and then you go hang out for the weekend with your wife and kids and you don't play. That benefits nobody. It doesn't benefit the people you're playing, doesn't benefit your team, doesn't benefit anybody.
Well, I mean, if you're 34 and or 35, but going against a lot of people that are 41s, I mean, that benefits just to stay bubbled. Like, I think people forget, like, when you start getting adjusted into the older nations, your 34s and 35s they're irrelevant. Like, your 34s that are active, well, they're scouting other 34s that are just farms or dead.
But if they're active, they'd be able to pop a bubble, Woody. So they would still have the same advantage.
What are they gonna pop a bubble of? They're gonna
no,
pop
what I'm
a
saying
bubble.
is, if you had a mandatory 8-hour bubble, even the 34s or 32s or whatever, they would just have to log on and set another bubble. That's all I'm saying. That way, they couldn't set a 1 day for the entire event.
I see what you mean. It gives
it would create more activity. You were forcing them to log on and pop a bubble.
It would have
or
to be.
They would.
It would have to be a 10-hour or a 9 or a 10-hour bubble. They would have to because of the sleep schedule of a human.
Well, no, because you can pop a bubble at any time. You can be 6 hours into your bubble and pop another 8 hours. What I'm saying, you just can never have more than an 8-hour bubble at once. That's what I'm saying.
So stacking a bubble?
No. So say you popped an 8-hour bubble 4 hours ago, and you're like, it's 10 o'clock at night or midnight. I'm going to go to bed, and I might not wake up till 9. Pop another 8-hour bubble, and now it refreshes back to 8. Even though you were 4 hours into the other one, you can pop another one, and it just goes back to a max of 8 hours.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
So they're always going to have to always they're either going to have to log on before 8 hours or right at 8 hours to recheck that bubble, which will create activity, which is what we all want.
It is.
And if they don't, then they're in trouble and their bubble pops, and we all have more fun and we got more activity either way. It's a win-win.
Safe says 30% of the players will get zeroed. Facts.
But those are the people that if they're not contributing and they're not playing, who cares? They're not spending, they're not buying events. They ain't the one keeping Camel afloat.
You're
Let's
trying to get
face
rid.
it.
We're trying to get rid of them anyways.
You're right. I mean, come on. These are second, third, fourth, fifth alliances that ain't doing nothing anyways. And I'm not trying to get rid of them because I love farmers. But at the same time, it's going to create. They're going to have to pick and choose. Are they going to play the game or not?
I feel when you say you love farmers, I feel what you really mean by that is that you love the resources, where you can just drain the resources at any point in time and just hit block. I think that's what
all the secrets here. Come on.
I think that's what you mean by that. Like you really don't, but you do, kind of deal. I've already picked up what you laid down a long time ago. Long time ago.
Let's just say I don't have any farms, but yet I have max resources.
So we're going against 601 in this void. Anyone here know 601? I don't really know.
Are they locked or not?
They are not. Let's check them out.
Is their main alliance CHN?
No, it's JDI.
Never heard.
Maybe I'm thinking of 603.
603 is locked, I think.
Yeah, and it's a lot of mid-rangers.
Nice. Sounds like a smart nation.
Right here, 601. It's these guys. You got Fun and JDI. Now I do have a Spy City in the nation, and a lot of them are my fans. So, the one person messaged me asking me, "Is there gonna be a video? Are we gonna make the video?" And of course, I'm only level 10 there, so I can't answer. But so I'll answer here. There'll be a video if you guys play, but if it's literally just a bubble fest and there's no action, I'm not gonna record a bubble and be like, "Hey guys, look at this station, bubble here, bubble there." Like there's no content there. Like no one wants to see a bubble. They can just say in their own nation, "Look at bubbles." Like, and I get no one wants to be zeroed out. I get that, but if you got people surrounding your hive, they're wanting to fight. They're they're wanting to fight. And 9 times out of 10, they're just trying to set a trap to get those big number battles. Or not many people will do counters. I will, but not many people will.
If y'all lose that one, I would just quit. Just saying.
Oh well, I mean, we do have the lead, but not by much. Not by much.
Yeah, but even in a group battle, you guys are gonna massacre the poor guys.
You think so?
Look at the stats. Look at the officer power.
Look at
yours. Look at Allbrooks. Look at your other guys.
There's a 39, Chucky. He's got
80 million BP. That's food.
I know his Titan sleeve. I'm going. Sorry, Chucky. His Titan sleeve. I'm going.
That with one feet, Woody.
Yeah.
Yeah, you catch him out in his sleeve. He's right.
He's
close to where he can't hide.
60.
He might have 4 or 5 patrons.
So 69, I think it's 60 or 65, right around there, is 5 fleets as a 41. So I'm. What's that?
No, we have 41 78. We have a 41 to 78 million feet, and she can hide everything.
So 78, they can hide.
Well, if you take into the officer power, because remember the new officer equipment has thrown up the BP drastically. So you got to take that into the equation.
Yeah, that's right. So troop-wise, it's different because this could be officer and shit. Well, let's look at their officers. What?
See, they're low, so that person can't hide. You're probably right.
Unless they got their officers switched around at array like 14.
Yeah, but that's only $1 million difference. It's 1 million. If you have your two
There's
gas
no
officers in, it's 1 million BP.
there is no way that. There's no way.
Woody, supposedly TK from 982, who has, I think, 100 million BP, supposedly can hide all his troops, Router said.
But you can hide 6 fleets, right? Is it 6 or 7 fleets? I think you can hide 7, right?
So, well, I mean, you can hide fleets in your nation, and then you can send out to across the nation at the power ore, speed there, and then where you can hide as many as you want.
Right.
But 100 million.
I don't know if you
without
can do that.
without doing those tricks, no.
Yeah, I don't know. That's what he said, though. I mean, he's got like 22 million BP officers, but still, and max Titans and a max plane, but still, 100 million BP is still high.
That's
if he has that, then he can hide. He's correct. Because I'm at a little over 21 million officer BP, and I can see how much it adds to it, and I believe he can hide it if that's the case.
You know what?
Or it's going to be close.
100 million? No, dude. No fucking way.
Yeah.
Without doing a power ore trick?
Yeah. No, I think it includes doing a power ore. I agree with you on that.
No, I'm talking about. Okay, you know what? We'll do it. Fuck it.
No. Hold on. What is it?
No, we're gonna do
the reason why he can hide those troops is because he's sending Doomsday Challenge.
No. We're talking about in cross
he was
nation.
in the enemy nation. I mean, this is Router. Router knows the game. You
I
guys.
know Router's. He's very knowledgeable. I just 100 million troops, dude.
I think he can. I think he can, Woody. If he has that high of officer BP, absolutely. Think about it. He's got 22 million officer BP. Right off the bat, out of that 100 million, 22 million of it is officers.
He has max Titans, max plane.
Yeah, I know you can do this. I know you can do that. And that's the power ore trick I'm talking about. I know you can do that.
Crazy.
For people to see that are watching. I know about this trick. What do you mean how you do that?
His island is pretty crazy. So his fleet size is pretty massive. It's got to be, high. I don't know, something 6. Something.
Yeah, he's probably spending 630, 640 in an event.
So you would do something like this. Let me switch over to my fuck it, I'll do it. Okay. Now I'm not going to use buffs. I do have buffs. Okay. I'm not going to use buffs. But I'll go ahead and send reinforcements here, reinforcements here.
What are you sending him, Roddy? What are you clicking?
What? I'm just reinforcing right now. Right now.
Oh, reinforcing. Gotcha.
Are you in enemy nation?
I'm not going to go to the Dooms.
He's not doing Doomsday.
Yeah, I'm going to show you.
Okay.
So now to do this.
So you have how many fleets out now?
I'm going to pick this.
You have 5 fleets.
Please. I used it already. No.
So you can go through and click a bunch of different ores, and until it gets there, you can. Is that what you're saying?
So when you send them to the ores, okay, you gotta speed it into the ore, and as you exit the ores, you can send another. Speed it in and then exit.
Which is what I was saying.
You can put 100 fleets in there. You can do 100 of them if you wanted to. But you'd have
so
to
as
speed.
it's returning, it doesn't count against you. Is that what you're saying?
Correct. As it has to be returning.
Oh wow! I didn't realize that. I thought it was just 1 and 1. I did not realize that.
It has to be returning. So the bad part about it is that you got to speed all those fleets to it, and then you can send another one once it's returning. Or else you're gonna wait an hour to get there, right? And then hit return, and then send another.
Wouldn't do it.
Yeah, so you have to speed it there, hit exit an hour away, and then you can send another one.
And who's going to waste that many speeds? Who's going to waste that many speeds?
This guy right here did. This guy right here did.
That's great.
But I guarantee he did this as a test, to see if it's actually true.
He wasted 300, 400 speeds doing that.
Well, honestly, when I was in 373, a lot of people, when they were going up against Ram, they did that. That's the only way they could fight when they had that many troops. or else just stay bubbled. I mean, if they're in enemy
My
nation,
recommendation would be to get as many points as you can and force them to come to your nation and use Doomsday. Problem solved.
You know what you guys just done, right? You've just given up Void for the weekend. Fuck's sake.
Yeah, but there's
who has
only so many
300-400
people are going to be able to
waste?
pull that off efficiently.
Yeah.
Right? There's going to be a bunch
Especially
of
for
stupid
one
people
hit.
that don't know what they're doing.
yeah, the first time people usually fuck it up. Okay, but the second time, yeah, you get it done pretty good. If you do plan on doing it, I will tell you now, you're gonna go through at least 50% just to get all your fleets out. It's like for say if you're at my BP in an enemy nation, it's gonna be about 150 speeds to get them all out and to do that trick. So if you do plan on doing that, just know there is a cost to that, and it's not worth it. It's not.
That's crazy expensive. For one hit, that's expensive.
Well, I mean, it allows those whales to be able to hide their troops, but there's a cost behind it.
Yes.
There's a big
But you
cost.
can't get that. That's just insane.
It's all relative though. If it's a big attack, if you've put out the word on Viber and said we're going for this C40 or C41, which is in reach of BP, it's definitely worth it. And you're trading by a couple of 100 million points. It's definitely fucking worth it.
Imagine you have, we'll just say, imagine you had 200,000, 200 million troops out there, right? And you want to make an attack in the enemy nation, right? And you know these guys are really good at countering, like extremely good, and they got a freaking a hard on for your city. You would have to do that trick to join in with that team attack. You would have to, because as soon as they see you, they give a fuck about the person you're hitting. They're all coming at you. Like that one person's taking a sacrifice for them to zero you out. And then they get blue coins saying, you took a sacrifice, here you go, get your troops back. But this is for a whale, that's the best way to do, but it's very costly to do that. I don't see too many people doing that anymore. It used to be the trick back in the days, but it's costly. Especially if you got to do it two, 3, 4 times during Void. It's very costly, and I don't know if you want to continue to do it. But it does take practice. You ain't gonna get it the first time. I promise you that. If you do, you're God. Watch. You know how many people now are gonna start using that trick? A lot. And imagine.
What's all the
But here's the thing,
though.
Let's assume they do start using that trick a lot, right? I mean, those who know it, see it, they're not going to waste their time anyways, right?
Yeah. Well, if they so some of these people, they don't pay attention to that time. For say they think they have 5 minutes left or 10 minutes left, and they're not even looking at their city, watching them come back, and they're unbubbled. Imagine sending a fleet, eating them, and the next one comes in, eating them. Oh my God. Because they stagger in. They stagger in. So you get that 5 seconds before the next one comes in.
Imagine they get stuck in a long battle, too.
Yeah.
He deserves to get hit if he didn't bubble.
Can you?
And they're coming back.
When you're in battle, you can't bubble. If you get stuck in a battle, you can't bubble.
But you would assume those fleets are coming back from a distance, right?
Correct.
And so
yeah, but maybe they were coming back and he took another shot at somebody. I mean, you never know, and chanced it. I can see that happening.
But how that's pretty silly though to allow yourself to be that exposed.
Well,
but anyways, people do it.
People do do it. I don't know why. I see people all the fucking time. They'll send out and they'll wait till their troops to get to about right here, like a second before gets back to the city, and then they decide to bubble. Do you know how many times I sneak in there? I fucking sneak in there before they can get that bubble up, and I'm eating.
It's even better when they forget that they have their zombies as in defense mode, so it's gonna catch.
Yeah.
Right.
I only keep my zombies in defense mode because I mean,
but your city's different.
I'm
right?
at that point where
player, right?
yeah, I'm at that point where it's gonna benefit me.
when you do a doomsday and your zombies are in defense mode, do this. I was wanting to ask this. Do the zombies go to the doomsday?
I don't think so. I think they're just the troops, not the zombies.
So in theory, if you're doing a doomsday in your own nation, you don't want to leave zombies in defense. Then, if that's the case.
No, you don't. But in reality, I never do doomsday. That's the one day I avoid. I don't do doomsday.
Zombies go in
Do
Doomsday.
they go?
do?
Do they go?
All right, I was curious.
I mean, I haven't done Doomsday yet today, and it's allowing me to select all my zombies.
Okay.
So I think so.
Perfect.
Well, that's good to know then. Do it real quick and let's. I want to see. I want to see it. I want to see it. Oh, I forgot to show you. Look what happened here.
What? Damn!
Yeah.
Congrats.
That's
huge.
I got the horrors done. Whore 1 and Whore
Nice.
2
You
is
saw they
finally
brought back
done.
they brought back the daily offer.
The what?
The daily intimacy point offer. They took it away and now they brought it back.
It's on Tuesdays.
Yeah, but they took it away and they brought it back.
They did take it away for a while, yeah.
It was on Sundays. They took it away for months and months. That was actually kind of messed up. They did that.
Agree. Well, they were offering a ton of limited packs with it, though. I don't know if you'd noticed.
Those actually are the best ones to buy, all the way up to the $50 pack. The $100 is you get less than you get for 50, but for twice as much. Isn't that messed up?
Hey, so Archie said 100 million troops is about 5.5 to 6 million troops. So let's do the math. You have 5 fleets. That means that you will just either way you can't send a million troop fleet. You know what I mean? You can't send a million troops in one fleet.
I don't know TK City. His city can be completely maxed inside. Every building is 41. His island, his maybe 5 gold warplanes, max Titans, 22 officers. So maybe his 100 million BP city is only like 3.4 million troops, and it's all T-13s. I don't know.
He's gonna if he has he's probably only has 40 to 50 million of that BP as actual troops.
There you go. That's my point.
That's what I'm trying to get. That's what I'm in the equation. You got to remember, 22 million of his BP alone is just officer power.
Yeah.
So pretty
that
much
leaves 60 or 78.
His warplane, his Titans, and his officers. That's already 30 million. Just that.
Officer equipment, all the other crap. You know, what I mean, there's not officer equipment. The regular equipment also take that into equation.
And if his fleet size is, let's just say, 660,000, you times that by 6, that's what he can hide.
3 million. Yeah, a little over 3 million troops he can hide.
It was six. Someone just do the math. What is 650,000 times 6?
6 times 6 is 3.6 million. So you're just right at 4 million, a little less than 4 million.
There you go. It sounds actually believable.
It is. I believe it.
I don't. And this guy, I mean, he's a crazy spender. No one ever really understood why he doesn't have crazy BP.
No, Boyd, he's a threat.
He runs a lean city.
Yeah, definitely lean city.
I mean, his city was almost max in like the first 8 months of the game, kind of spender. So it was just very interesting. He didn't go for BP well.
You know, I hear people always ask me, Woody, why don't you have more troops? Why is your BP so low? Okay, so I try to explain to people, like like for instance, this guy right here, in my ranking, global, this guy right here, he's at 496 Lock Nation, and I try to explain to them, I was like, these guys don't fight anything where it comes to the point where you're losing troops. Boy, they don't fight. They defend, and that is it. Like, me, I'm fighting.
Woody loves the 5 fleet. That's the reason, if anybody wants to know.
With what?
That is true.
Woody loves the 5 fleet.
I do. I do. I love the 5 fleet. I'm not going to lie. I love to do it.
You're
Like,
gonna lose more troops when you 5 fleet versus when you 1 fleet.
absolutely.
And also, Woody's a very smart person. He doesn't buy troops like that. He's not buying recruitment speed packs and stuff. He's just recruiting whatever he can for free.
Well, I can't say that.
Well, I mean, I know you get recruitment speeds from events and stuff, but you're not actually buying recruitment speed packs, right?
Well,
Uh-oh.
so
You buy
I
some. You
so
ain't
I buy some.
345
I
million.
do. I'll admit I will buy some of these in here. Like these right here or these.
What, the ones that come with speeds?
Yeah, I'll buy the ones that come
Okay,
with
see,
speeds
that's
and stuff like
different.
that. Speeds is so important that I will buy it. Same with heels, I'll buy them.
Like, for an example, go to the weekly special. That recruitment ones. I know for a fact you're not buying. Go to the right. Like, you're not buying that, right? Or you are.
Well.
Okay.
Yeah, he's bought the first 3 or 4 of them in there.
Yeah.
Right, Woody. You know why? Because second merger's coming soon, so you're trying to get that BP up.
That would actually hurt, not help.
Yeah, that would hurt. So what I'm doing is in head of state here. Someone gave me a tip that 601 plans on recruiting heavy and staying bubble, and the points are close. 28 million. That's one hit. Difference in the score. So if that's the case, if they plan on just bubbling and not fighting, well, I want to recruit heavy. There's some other people in our alliance plan on recruiting heavy, and if that's the case, they want to win. They're gonna fight.
North, I put those cards down already.
Oh, don't want her to get in trouble.
I like to come out of recruiting phase 1 billion up, Woody. That's always my goal.
Well, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing.
I recruited half a billion, and 2 other players did too, and we do that on purpose.
Well, I mean that's right there. What you just said right there is the reason why I was telling. I think it was just not just a tip. I'm sorry, Bryce, about always having over 1,000 days in spare just in case you need it. Like in
That's what we do.
in your alliance, that's mandatory. That you
It
have
is.
to have
my
minimum
God.
1,000 days of recruiting on storage. Anything past that, you can recruit with. But that's a.
Woody, it's taken me like 5 months to save every recruitment I have just to get to this 1,200 days, and I've been saving it specifically for when I go C40, so I can go ham on my tanks and cannons.
You can get 50 days if you buy the weekly pack alone, just to put it in perspective. So you can get 200 days a month from that, not including all the events and all the daily ones that are offered as well.
When are you guys going to start saving? When will you start saving all your speeds for T14?
Oh God,
That's a great question. I've already thought about it.
So when T14 comes out, I'm going here. This is gonna be my spot. This will be my spot right here. That's where I'm going.
Yeah,
Hey,
what
Woody,
month? What month do you start saving in?
right now.
I would say you
yeah,
go into it at least with 2,000 days would be my recommendation.
Yeah.
Hey, Woody, I didn't know when you appoint
Briefly.
Loreline and the other blue officer that the promotion time goes down as well.
Wait, repeat
Did,
that?
did anybody else know that?
That's correct.
What?
Yeah.
When you want to promote, you appoint Loreline and the other blue officer, and the promoting time goes down. I didn't know that till recently.
Yeah, it works for zombies too.
That's right.
Promoting time. What do you show me what you're talking about?
So like when you promote, right? It gives you a certain amount of time. But if you do it like how you're gonna recruit troops with Loreline and is it Baryon, it takes down the promoting time as well.
Oh yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I've known that. Of course. The only thing it does
I'm just
not
saying, I
affect is the
didn't know
zombies.
that, and I think a lot of
Does
people
not
didn't
affect
know
the
that.
zombies.
It does.
Yeah, no,
it
I
does
knew that,
affect.
but it did.
It does affect promoting
No.
zombies. It does not affect
No,
recruiting
no, no.
zombies.
It
That's
does.
it.
Okay, you're right. That is correct.
Yeah.
Promoting,
The way he said it.
Promoting it does. Recruiting
Promoting,
it
yes.
does not.
Recruiting, no.
Agreed.
But when you got a different like level, like for say those people that are going up to C40, they get those cannons. I mean, promoting is the best way to do it.
You save about 7 hours, is what I did the math. 7 to 8 hours.
Yeah,
per batch.
I get now. Someone has the argument of saying, well, it costs you more to promote than it does to just recruit them. And their argument is that you've already paid for the level that you're at. So promoting it is just going to cost more altogether. Yeah, we know that, but you know what? We want these 2,000 versus the fucking 400. You know what I mean, or you know what I mean, or the fucking 1,100. We want the whole 2,000.
How fast do you want it? That's the question.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you're gonna promote them anyways, then what's the point of waiting?
Yeah. I always tell everyone in my nation, if you become a 41, don't worry about recruiting. Just promote them all. I do not even care about the recruiting phase. Just promote them. Get your troops so you can fight.
Well, I mean, I only have 1.9 million troops, so my 1,200 days will get me to my 3.2 million or something.
The best news, Woody, is that MRA players are going to be able to recruit with 2 camps now.
With 41?
Well, yeah, no. Right now, LRA has the advantage because they have two factories or camps, whatever it is. You guys can recruit 2 sets of cannons. We cannot. We can only recruit the troopers, or not the troopers, but the troopers,
Oh,
the Havocs.
Troopers, yeah, the Havocs.
We only have one build. So now you guys will have to get to 44, and you'll only have one building to recruit EMPs from.
Yeah,
I see what you're saying.
I'll have 2 buildings that I can recruit, and it'll be
gunners and rockets.
42, and it'll be at 42. At 43 is shredders. So
See,
we'll
I
have the advantage.
I started pumping some of these, the Havocs, and then actually I pump them even during this recruiting phase coming up. I'll be pumping the Havocs. I can't believe I collected that.
Do you guys think they're gonna have T14 zombies, or you think they're gonna just leave it at T13?
Of course, they'll have T14.
They'll have T14. They'll have T14 for sure.
God, T14 zombies are gonna be retarded.
It's gonna be expensive to do it, and that's why they want you to do it.
No, it's gonna be expensive to heal them.
Well, that too.
That's gonna be. I don't want to do it.
Yep, I really want to imagine that.
413s.
Hey, Tip,
be pulling a Woody on those.
I don't Tip what you said about the camps is true, but as a long range player, I won't even upgrade my camp, so I get that benefit.
I also think short term it's not going to matter on the doubling up because people shouldn't be raising their second factory to 40 right now. They should be saving uranium. Mm-hmm. And I don't think most people are going to raise their second camp. That would be ill-advised. They should push straight to 44.
If you guys,
if you're an LRA, yes.
If you notice
MRA,
that I only have mine to 40 and not the 41 yet. There's a reason for that.
Mine are all 41.
Because I don't need 41 yet. I will need it, in the future. But I only do one of them. That's all I'll do is one of them. So when 44 comes out, I'll push to get the 44, and I'll level up one of these, level up the garage, and whatever other building I have to level up to make it to 44. And that would be it.
I think most big players are going to use speeds to build their fleet of primary attack troops. And the smaller you get, the less it's going to be a concern that you're doubling up on a recruiting center into the 40s.
I agree with you. It's a long term / shorter term objective, of course.
I mean, you only level up all
buildings.
your factories and camps if you plan on being a whale with big PP. If not, you only level up one building of each, right? That would be a waste of uranium.
Well, look at Woody's account, 40 and 40. There's a prime example.
Well, he's a whale that can't. What I'm saying is, he's a whale that can't hide his troops. If you're a person who's hiding troops, you only need to have one of each building. That would be just a complete waste of uranium to level up the other two.
But see, he can recruit tanks and he can recruit currently because he did 40. Remember that daily.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're a person who hides troops, you're not going to go over 3.2 million troops, so it wouldn't make sense.
Yeah, no,
still.
I'm not arguing that. I agree with you. 100%. This is for somebody who's obviously a higher end player. Wants troops.
Yeah, that's that. Whales can level all of them up, so they're constantly recruiting troops every day.
Yeah, I literally do exactly what you're saying.
I still have a camp at 33 because snipers suck. So Camel's gonna have to give me decent snipers before I'm upgrading camps.
Imagine they freaking told you buff up the snipers.
I actually hope Camel makes the sniper relevant again. That would be kind of awesome for long range.
Well, I mean, they've always been single target though. So,
I mean, it's a win-win, right? If they make snipers good, then we upgrade our camps, and if they don't make snipers good, then we don't care about our camps.
There you go.
They gotta do something with freaking Kingsley. I'll tell you that. Like that is no one cares about officer. I don't care about him. If they want something, if they want people to spend on here, they need to do something with Kingsley. Because to me, he's garbage. Sorry, I'm only being real. So I guess bottom line is like with this Panda skin, I don't think it's worth it. Us whales, we did get it, of course, but we got it for more for the blueprints, because we want our dock to get bigger. But the actual skin itself, I don't know. I don't think I like it. I think it's something like you guys said, to just get the $20 one each time and just wait. Because it only benefits during, like, when you do an SOS and use an exterminate. That's the only thing it benefits, other than the all troop block, which we won't get into that. It's
Everyone is still working on officer equipment like crazy.
Maybe this was launched to get us to fade away from that. The officer equipment. You ever think about that?
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. But I don't know. Bottom line is, guys, don't go ham on it. Don't just wait each time it launches and just get those 10 frags, maybe a couple here and there. But I guess bottom line is like with this Panda skin, I don't. Connor is watching it from YouTube. Nice. But any questions before we end this, so I can go to bed?
Se vai febrar.
Okay.
The larger you are, the more important the all troop block is. The smaller you are, the more you should ignore it. The exterminate boost is a door prize on the way to getting the all troop block. And there are better sources for all troop block if you are having to choose between different skins that you're going for based on your budget.
That is true. And the skins, guys, if you're not freaking a mega spender, guys, stay away from the skins. I'm telling you that now. All of them. Stay away from them, please. And focus on what the officer equipment is like. It's meta right now, so like you should be all focused on these equipments right now and just going ham on those, because that's where your biggest bang for your buck is going to come from. Are these right now? The skin is just something extra. God, I really wish they would
deliberately ignore this skin if you are a small spender.
Yeah. Deliberately. Well, let me ask you a question. Ignoring it, but do you ignore the Toy Story? Beating the meat. Do you just ignore that? Because
I think if you're a small spender, you should only do dailies. Don't even open anything else. Don't buy anything in any event. Don't look at the perpetuals. Just only buy dailies if you're a small spender. Yeah. Cheapest pack, dailies.
You get 200 coins, right? So that's not too many, is it?
I mean, the general advice is always just never buy above the first pack if you're a small spender, but I think you can even reduce it to just dailies, since I think that's where most of the value is.
Yeah, I agree. Unless you want these, unless you want these, there's these rewards.
Good morning.
Morning.
How goes it?
It goes.
I think that's right, Holbrook.
Amen. Oh,
Dailies level 1. and then you move upward from there. You probably throw in a uranium card as well.
Oh, definitely the cards. Definitely the cards, Roto Legends,
Yep.
Bounty,
Sure
the
is.
standard stuff.
But most of these pay-to-play events you ignore.
These right here, you guys talking about ignoring it, beating the meat, right?
Yeah, that or cannon or drag racing or any of those. That if you're a low spender, those are not as valuable as just a daily pack of officer equipment.
Right. Those officers.
Even getting the daily chest on the top left is not worth it at a certain spend level. You should ignore the event altogether, dependent for certain spenders.
I think that Titan wheel, this one, Lucky Stole, I think this is probably the best bang for a buck. For like newer players trying to push their Titans and equipment and stuff like that, this would be a good thing for them to focus on if they do want to spend a little money.
Yeah.
Because they have, these, for the horse, you got the Titan meat, and then you got all those for your equipment. Everything that you're doing that you need growing your city, it's here. But like
True.
Or Titan
The one thing I
skin.
learned though, spending money on this game is if you are trying to work on something, the cheapest way is to buy the exact pack of what you're trying to work on. There is no event in this game that will give it to you cheaper than actually buying the specific pack.
You're not wrong.
If that makes any sense.
It does. It does.
I agree with you. And Woody, I think the wheel has changed. I know when I first started playing, the wheel was one of the top events. Somebody said they made it less valuable. So
Really?
somebody that's good with math could maybe check it out and see where it compares to the dailies. I think it's worse than the dailies now.
Yeah.
Really?
It is.
It got that bad?
It's bad. Like it really gives you a lot of power, or it gives you the stuff you actually don't
need.
really. I mean, yeah, it's bad.
Damn.
There's also some items in there that for small spenders are probably not going to make sense, like Titan equipment chips, Titan skins. Like some of those at both ends of the spectrum, there are a bunch of items in there that are not helpful for me. And then there are a bunch of items on the other end of the spectrum that are not going to be as valuable for small spenders compared to focus spend on something that's going to move the needle for their city. Like you need 100 skin frags to unlock a Titan skin. Getting 50 skin frags isn't going to help you. It's not going to do anything, especially if it's going to take you 2 years to get to 100.
And for a medium spender, to steal Big Bird's previous advice, to get one of those buildings to level 6 that would give you extra troops is only like 13 frags. I'm talking about island to get extra troops. So you want to spin the wheel only when the prize is something that gives you troops at level 6. Unlike right now, where it's the skate park and it doesn't give it to you till 12. So I wouldn't spin the wheel as a medium spender until they put something in there that gives me more troops at level 6.
That actually makes really good sense. I hope people are listening to that.
I completely agree with that.
Yeah.
There is one good thing that Camel came out with. If you guys noticed, some of those events they give the purple island piece where it's like a fragment, and you get to choose which island piece you want to make it. So then you can go for those ones at level 6 for the fleet expansion. I think that was awesome. Camel did that.
Yeah, they did that, and I took advantage of it, like instantly. Took advantage of it, and I got pretty much all mine maxed out, like level 15, well over level 12 on all of them, to the point where I'm like, well, where am I going to use this now?
I got a request actually for Camel, so all you guys who are interested, send it to your VIP. When you get to the point that Woody's talking about where you don't even have anything purple to use it on anymore, they should extend it to the holiday packs, or the sets. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That would be awesome, honestly.
Because it's easy to miss one of those, and then you're never going to get it back, which is kind of annoying.
I'm missing one myself, honestly. think it's the Santa Claus one.
I'm missing a couple. I'm missing 3 or 4 of them. It's just like, all right, I guess I'll never be able to catch somebody that just clicked buttons when I wasn't paying attention.
I'll always.
I missed one where I paid for it and then like didn't collect it. It's like I missed the final button push, and Camel will not restore the building for me.
That's messed up.
Ouch, that hurts.
That's
So I mailed
literally
my-
messed up. Oh man.
I mailed
That
my
happens,
VIP. I mailed my VIP, and I said, "Can you extend the pick ones to the sets?" And the VIP was like, "Well, these are special sets for perfect timing or whatever." And I was like, "Yeah. I get your logic, but also, so you're basically telling me that I can never fix this? Like that? Okay. I mean, I would spend money if you give me a different choice, but if you don't want my money, that's fine too."
If you don't want my extra, what if they did it for like an extra $100? Would you say, man, fuck that? That only cost $5 back then.
I don't know.
I mean, listen, they could probably gouge us on the price some. That's what I would say.
A lot of other games they do that. They'll gouge like a certain skin that you missed, and they'll gouge it like up to like $20 for that skin, which really only costs $5 in the first place. But people pay it because they want that skin.
But you'll pay it if it'll complete your set, because then you'll get more troops.
Facts right there. I think Camel knows that that's what you're going for, is those troops, though. And they're like, no.
Yeah,
no.
so take my money.
Take my money. Take it, because you're gonna take it tonight too, and then tomorrow night at reset. I think we got a problem. The first thing you look at reset is a freaking store. What do they got today? I will say I got a lot of these freaking Elite 11 envelopes though.
Yeah.
A lot of them. They all come in handy too, except for these purple ones. I'm getting a lot of shit gold ones.
Yeah, I noticed that too. The envelopes just they've been rough a lot lately, so I've been trying not to even buy them.
It's like all the gold ones I'm getting are like fucking directors. As I'm saying, I'm getting fucking Kingsley. Don't really need him either.
Yeah, he's just a great purple book builder.
Yeah, and that's about it. Yeah, these suck. Well, there's Drill Master. That's rare to get.
Oh, and you got 8 of them too.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, that's rare. To get the 8 through. Oh, what was this Freya? Oh, 8 Freyas.
Oh,
okay. Okay. And a freaking okay. That's not too bad. Last one. What are you gonna give me? Absolutely nothing. Dicks.
Are you done with Freya, Woody?
I got some breakthroughs I gotta do still, and get some triple S's. That's it. Let's see exactly where I'm at with Freya.
Yeah, I got one level left on her breakthrough, and I settled all for double S's, but she's done.
Yeah, I'm at level 15, and I got all double S's. I'll be pushing towards triples, but I do got one maxed out. Increase attack 2 melee, of course. I'm gonna wait for the breakthrough for her. I'm not gonna get this. I don't like these packs that they have for Freya in the limited time deal. Like,
it's rough.
Yeah. And I get people are gonna buy them. I get that. I get it. Trust me, I get them. But I mean, for $100, you should be getting more than, let's see, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You should be getting more than 10. For $100, you should be getting like fucking 30, 40. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
nobody needs that XP packs down there in the RSS too. It's just like, no, I'm good.
Yeah. Like, I don't need no more fireworks. Damn it. or the fucking feed oil. No, God, what are they drinking?
I feel like these packs are really good for like someone who just started
They might be
because they need all of that.
Yeah, but we all know you don't buy you don't buy resources. We all know
Yeah.
that. Like, trying to like be kind of discreet about it, but we all know we don't buy them from the game.
Woody, what are your thoughts on Alliance Bounty?
So the Alliance Bounty is it's good for the players that are like free to play because they can actually save up stuff and use it and actually get some good rewards for it. But for like players such as me, um, it's just a little extra from what we're just gonna do anyways. You know what I mean? Because we're gonna end up spending every day. This is literally a bill that we pay every day, versus once a month. It's every day, but I think it's good for everyone else. And that little buff that you get for, what is it, 3%? I think it is. So I would suggest, yeah, for people that are free to play or mid in your alliance, I would definitely be doing it for you all because it's going to benefit you guys at 3%, and then whatever else comes with it. And everything's free. Imagine if I got all melding 6 stars for Alliance Bounty. I'd have so much. I wish I could share these with people. Any more questions, guys? 3, 2. All right. We are literally 2 hours in, guys. I'm gonna end the stream. I don't think the pan is worth it. Period. Sorry, Camel. I just don't think it's worth it.